And so almost 6 months now after Nancy Guthrie vanished, investigators are revealing one of their key pieces of potential evidence has come up empty. Listen to this.
The labs know that DNA from a hair is pretty rare. I don't have the numbers. I think they said less than 20% chance. FBI says, hey, we know of a lab out, I think it's in San Francisco, but a lab in California who could look at that for you and maybe take care of the DNA. No problem. Give it to them. It came back, none. There's no DNA. But does that mean the hair isn't that of the suspect? We won't know that till we have the suspect's hair.
Joining us now to discuss Crime and Justice host and Fox News contributor Donna Rotuno. Donna, thank you for joining me this morning to talk about this case. Another disappointing turn in the events of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Now 6 months later, and the sheriff saying that one little hope we had of this DNA, there's actually no DNA on the hairs found at the crime scene.
Well, it was surprising, and what's even more surprising to me is that we're finding this out 6 months later. We've been hearing about this hair now for several months, and the fact that it was being tested and why we're now finding out that this did not lead to anything, I think is fairly surprising. You know, it is true that it's difficult to garner DNA from a single piece of hair, especially if it's not from the root. However, with IgG technology and other things, there are ways that sometimes they can get some pieces of data that help them move forward. But this continues to be a very sad situation and a circumstance where we do not seem to have any more answers. Now, the other day, Sheriff Nanos was talking about, you know, mountains of DNA evidence, and now all of a sudden he talks to Mike Ruiz yesterday and is saying these things. So I don't know. It seems to be very interesting to me. Sheriff Nanos talks many different ways at many different times, and we're not sure what we can believe.
Or sometimes doesn't talk at all.
Correct.
But yes, you mentioned an interview where he was talking about this plethora of DNA. He had to have known then that the results of what he just revealed to our Fox News Digital at the time.
Absolutely.
And
even given his own words, he had to know.
And given the history of this case, especially some people believe that in the beginning his department didn't handle the investigation in the best way. We might have missed some evidence. In fact, Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, spoke to us recently. Let's take a listen.
They sent the DNA to a private laboratory, which took 6 weeks. We offered Quantico from Jump, the world's best laboratory. And of course, we worked with our private sector partners at Google brilliantly to show you that imagery and data from the Ring doorbell. But had we gotten there days earlier and access to it, we could have gotten more out of the cache data that was set to auto-delete because there was no subscription service to that product.
Again, he's saying that if the FBI had been able to step in sooner, we might have more of those images of the potential suspect at the door of Nancy Guthrie. It really is frustrating at this point.
It is. And when you look at these things, what do people have to have the most? They have to have faith in our justice system. They have to have faith in law enforcement. And if something happens to you or your family, you want to pick up the phone and call the police and know that they're going to do the best work for you. I think ego's got in the way here.
Right. Donna, let's switch topics right fast, because just yesterday, the father of a high school shooter in Georgia has been sentenced to 15 years in prison after being convicted in connection with the deadly school shooting that killed 4 people. Let's take a listen to how the judge explained reaching a 15-year sentence.
You were convicted because the warning lights were flashing brighter and brighter. And you didn't get him help, and you didn't remove his access to the guns. It became more and more obvious that something bad was going to happen, and you failed to do the simplest things to prevent this.
So again, the judge pointing to the fact that he provided his son a rifle knowing he had some mental health issues. He glamorized school shooters. An egregious situation here, but also setting a precedent that we've been seeing across the nation.
Yeah, this is a really sad situation, obviously, you know, and we have to realize here we are in New York City or Chicago or LA, not realizing that there are certain places in our country where guns are much more common. And so although we look at it and we say, oh my God, how could you give somebody a gun that has had these issues? I'm not so sure it was as glaring of a red flag to this dad. This is a huge wake-up call. It's a huge wake-up call to parents everywhere that you will be held responsible. We are hearing more and more about mental health issues with young people in our country, and parents have to pay attention. You have to get your children help, and as sad as it is, look what happens if you don't. I mean, you have 4 people who lost their lives, and the ripple effect of those families who have lost people that they love.
Absolutely. Donna Rotuno, thank you so much for your time this morning and your expert insights. You can take a listen to Donna on new episodes of Crime and Justice, which drop twice weekly on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever podcasts are found. And you can also watch a brand new episode of my favorite show, The Weekly Rap Sheet, today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much, Donna.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.